Oh, sorry. So here it is. The Los Angeles City Attorney, California sues Stake, has filed a landmark civil lawsuit against Stake US. Its streaming partner Kick Streaming and several key business partners, including co-founder Ed Craven and Bijan Tarani, for allegedly operating an illegal online gambling enterprise in California. So basically, they are saying they do not recognize Stake as a official gambling operating officially under U.S. law, right, or under California law. This marks the first time a U.S. government entity has brought direct civil enforcement action against a sweepstakes casino, targeting the platform's dual currency model and its alleged circumvention of state gambling laws. Well, all they have to do is take DraftKings into effect, right? Why do they allow DraftKings but not Stake? Right, because DraftKings kind of does the same thing. Right, they have kind of a different currency, in a sense, a dual currency model. Why don't they talk about that? See, this is suspicious. Anyways, Stake US and Kick Streaming. The lawsuit alleges that Stake US, operated by Sweepstakes Ltd. and its affiliate streaming platform Kick, were designed to function as a mirror of the international. Look, I'm just trying to be fair, and the California trying to levy this is kind of stupid, right? Offering real money gambling disguised as a sweepstakes promotion through a purchase of gold coins and the recipients of redeemable sweeps coins. The complaint seeks a permanent injunction to halt operations in California, restitution for residents who lost money, and civil penalties of $2,500 per violation, up to $7,500 of violations involving senior or disabled persons. I'm pretty sure that would hurt Kick as a platform, because they don't make a lot of money through promotions and stuff, right? And they're operate, right, so they have to get revenue from somewhere else. So that's why they do promotions with Stake, and they probably have some other stuff too, right, with like deals with streamers or something, right? But anyways, they gotta make money somehow, right? The suit extends beyond the operators to include major gaming content providers such as Evolution, Hacksaw Gaming, Nanent, Red Tiger, key partners and suppliers. Red Tiger, Big Time Gaming, Pragmatic Play, accusing them of aiding and abetting the illegal. So now they're just targeting basically video game stuff. Or actually, oh no, these are like the actual gambling games. Is that what this is? I don't know what these are exactly. Accusing them of aiding and abetting illegal schemes by licensing their games to the platform. I don't know. Yeah, they don't say what kind of games they are. Signals a significant shift. Enforcement strategy potentially holding B2B suppliers accountable for enabling unlicensed gambling. Legal precedent and context. This case is a major escalation from previous individual lawsuits, as the plaintiff is a government entity circumventing arbitration clauses that have dismissed prior class action claims. Stake US has faced legal challenges before, including a lawsuit in California in April 2025 and actions in Illinois and Alabama. But this is the first governmental enforcement action. Yeah. So there you have it. Apparently they're getting sued by the state. LA City Attorney sues Stake US, Kick, Evolution, in illegal, well, I mean, it's the city, but yeah, gambling case. Los Angeles City Attorney Hyde Feldstein Sato has filed a civil enforcement lawsuit against Sweeps Casino, Stake US, its owners, Kick Streaming, and several gaming content suppliers. All right, we just read that. Including Evolution and its subsidiaries for allegedly operating an illegal gambling enterprise in California. With this case, Sato becomes the first U.S. officials to take direct legal action against Sweeps casinos. A controversial model facing mounting scrutiny nationwide. U.S. gaming attorney Daniel Wallach broke the news on X, posting the screenshot of the complaint. Right, the filing names over a dozen defendants, including Stake's owner Ed Craven, Bijan Tarani, and also sues EasyGo Holdings, the parent company of Stake, Kick Streaming, and Twist Gaming. The complaint also accuses several content providers. They include Evolution and its subsidiaries, including NetEnt, Red Tiger, and No Limit City. Hacksaw Gaming is also a defendant. So Sato, Evolution, first dozens of private suits already filed. California ban bill faces. So let's see, what do we got for the Sato works with the law firm also suing VGW. What the fuck is VGW? Well, know that Sato is co-counseling with Sussman Godfrey LLC, the same law firm recently filed a nationwide class action lawsuit against VGW, the operator of Chumba Casino. Oh, okay, so it's basically it's the casino that has the games, right? Chumba Casino, Lucky Land Slots, and Global Poker, yeah. The complaint also names influencer Brian Christopher, along with California suppliers such as Trustly, Yodlee, and Jumio. The case differs from the many other class actions against sweepstakes casinos, as it was filed on behalf of VGW customers' spouses who share bank accounts but never agreed to the terms. With this approach, plaintiffs argue that VGW's arbitration clauses, for which the operator has won multiple lawsuits, are invalid. The lawsuit seeks damages under state loss recovery statutes that allow secondary parties to recoup gambling losses. The shared legal counsel of Sato and Sussman Godfrey suggests a coordinated effort to challenge the sweepstakes casino industry on multiple fronts. It also could mean the VGW could be next on Sato's radar. Evolution draws more fire over unregulated access. The complaint's inclusion of Evolution marks another challenge to the B2B supplier, which has long fought a battle over its role in unregulated markets. So basically, a bunch of these companies, they say, are operating in unregulated parts of countries or states. Anyways. Earlier this month, leaked recordings suggest that senior Evolution executives knew that the company's games were accessible in illegal markets or those subject to U.S. sanctions, such as Iran and Sudan. Oh yeah, if you're doing that, yeah, they're not gonna like that. Private intelligence firm Black Cube submitted the recordings in a defamation suit. Evolution filed against Calcigini. Kanfinsky, a New York-based law firm representing an unnamed client. Law firm had accused the content supplier in 2021 of knowingly allowing its games to be played in prohibited jurisdictions. Did you remember what I said about doing black market shit? Yeah, that means gambling too. Right, it's not just GPUs, right? It's not just products, right? It's not just service. Well, this is a service, but right, it's everything. Right? The black market does not care what they sell. Right? They're there to just provide a product and get money. Right? They're there for the money. They don't give a fuck about anything else. That's the black market. They don't care if the item is stolen, fucking ripped off someone's dead cold body, right? I don't give a fuck. They just want the money. Anyways, Evolution denies the 2021 reports findings. Still, its financial reports show that for the last quarter, 56% of its global revenue came from unregulated markets. LA lawsuit builds on the narrative alleging that Evolution and its subsidiaries supplied games to sweepstakes platforms that circumvent California's gambling laws. See, this is how they're going to build up their case, right? This is how the government does it. They're getting right. They might even, I don't know if they're gonna levy RICO, but they might be going. I mean, given what they said in the beginning, right? They might do RICO, given how many companies are involved with this. Anyways, first government enforcement, dozens of private suits already filed. While Sato's complaint is the first brought by a government official, sweepstakes casinos are already fighting a growing number of private lawsuits across America, or across the U.S. More than 60 are active across the U.S., including around a dozen in California and 18 in Alabama. Over 20 new complaints have emerged in the past 2 months alone. So far, operators have fended off many cases, with courts upholding arbitration clauses or dismissing claims for lack of standing. VGW, for example, has already won 3 suits in Georgia. Still, the surge in litigation is drawing more attention to the legal gray area that sweepstakes casinos occupy. So I'm guessing in Georgia they don't care. That's why they won, because they under Georgia law, they're not breaking any law, so that's probably why they won. California, because they allow that type of, right, they allow those types of gambling. Anyways, California, well, I mean, like I said, I'm just gonna, DraftKings is essentially another regulated gambling site. And they also use different types of currency. I don't know if they use this different types of currencies that, right, the stake is using, but they do have their own different types of currencies. Whether you're, well, I mean, so you put in real money and then you turn that into like a premium currency in a sense. So that's in a sense, right, that's a dual currency. But who knows? Anyways. Still a surge in litigation drawing more attention. Legal gray area. California ban bill faces resistance. Aside from government and public lawsuit, California is also considered a ban on sweepstakes casinos. An active bill, AB 831, has already advanced through 2 Senate committees, but recently stalled in the Senate Appropriations Committee. While it unanimously voted to pass the measure, the committee placed it in a suspense file. Lawmakers will return to review it again on what's called Suspense Day, which could be today, August 29th. In the special session, lawmakers will decide whether to advance AB 831 to the Senate floor or effectively kill it. They often use the suspense process to weigh the fiscal impact of controversial bills. The growing opposition to the prohibition of sweepstakes casinos could influence the committee's decision. Operators such as VGW have partnered with several high-profile organizations, including the American Civil Liberties Union, to fight the bill. Oh, wow. Man, they're going big with this one, I guess. In addition, 2 Native American tribes have joined the opposition, citing that a ban would limit their economic opportunities. Oh, so there's Native American tribes that own some of these sites. Oh my god, I forgot about that. Yeah, some of these sites are owned by fucking Native American tribes. So essentially, they are some of these sites are regulated, but to what extent for California? Right? We don't. I don't know. I don't know at least. Right. This is L.A. City, right? Attorney. Right. So, to what extent they want to keep going with this, I don't know. They're looking for something, right? Uh. The two tribes which occupy geographically isolated regions, California, have broken ranks. A coalition of over 50 other tribes support the ban. If the bill passes, it would cement California's stance against sweepstakes casinos and strengthen Sato's position. If it fails, the LA suit could still serve as a test case for enforcement. It could set a precedent for other cities and starts to follow. There you have it. Well, we will see if what will happen to Kick and Stake. Right. They're now in a illegal gambling lawsuit case. Uh-oh. There you have it.